What is up, rock and metal fans? So, as I promised, here is the next one in the series. So, obviously, we got to go with the shock rocker himself, Alice Cooper. Very much, iconic. Like you have Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness, and the late and great Ronnie James Dio. I think, just personally for me, I think these three guys, really did something phenomenal for the overall rock and metal genre. I'm not trying to discount any of the other guys who were there, like, guys like Lemmy or anyone else, but I'm just saying there was something about these guys. I think simply because they had these very strong solo careers, and I know a lot of guys out there might have views about who else could be included in that. Let me know, you guys, in comments below. But for people who are really trying to get to understand, who Alice Cooper is and where can they really start, sort of listening to get into his music, I would actually say that there are two parts to his discography. One is where they had the actual Alice Cooper band, which he was the lead singer of, and then, he obviously took that as his actual name and the character which he enacts every night on stage. And then when the band actually sort of, split, he continued, solo, but as Alice Cooper. So there's his discography that starts with, Welcome to My Nightmare, the Alice Cooper band. I think their debut was Produced for You, which was on Frank Zappa's label. So from the actual Alice Cooper band, I would pick this one, which is Billion Dollar Babies. I think it's got, a phenomenal 10-song set. No More Mr. Nice Guy, the actual title track, Generation Landslide, Elected. I Love the Dead, dark humor there, so to speak. And I think this album has a special connection for me because it was actually a record that my dad owned. He's the guy who actually got me into a lot of, rock and metal, believe it or not, his generation. So he'd always used to talk about this particular album cover, which really stood out for him. That's actually how he found it in one of the record shops back in the day when it came out in the 70s. And, he just played a lot of it. So that's something which even I discovered and then actually enjoyed. So I would actually pick this record, to be from the band itself. Now, coming to when Alice, sort of went out on his own, so to speak, and, which is the actual album that, a lot of guys could actually get into, I would actually go with this one. I think simply because it's got all the great elements that make Alice Cooper, such a strong solo artist and so on. So I think that, songs like the actual one, like Poison, which is arguably his most recognizable track aside from the song Welcome to My Nightmare. You got songs like, House of Fire, you've got, I'm Your Gun, Hell is Living Without You, Bed of Nails, and so on. So I think that there's something pretty interesting about, this album. I think that it's sort of an album that a lot of fans, enjoy a lot. So I would actually pick this over here. Now I know, and Alice, by the way, has got an extensive discography. So there's so many fans who have got so many favorites. So guys, let me know what you think. This is just my opinion. It's not something that has to be yours. You let me know what you think and so on. And I think that the other record that I would probably add into this mix would be this one. A more recent album, something that a lot of fans cited as, sort of a revival of Alice's sound. So I think Paranormal on many levels was, really awesome. I think the actual title track, Dead Flies, Paranoid Personality, my personal favorite. The Sound of A, which ironically he says is the very first song he actually wrote, or one of the early songs he ever wrote way back in the 60s, and he actually ended up producing it so late in his career. But it's a great track. I think that, Rats, he even, funny enough, has a few songs added on here with the actual Alice Cooper band, original band, and I think that those songs are pretty damn strong. It's a little funny hearing Alice sing, Genuine American Girl himself. Maybe if he sang this with, I don't know, Joan Jett or one of the iconic women singers. I mean, I'm not trying to sound sexist or weird or anything like that, guys. It's just that. But Alice does a great job anyway. you and all your friends. Really, really cool numbers on that overall. So that's my thought. That's what I would think that you could probably listen to. These are the three records, would probably give you a good sense of, who Alice Cooper is and what he's about. Getting into his music. There's a lot to actually listen to. Very extensive discography, kind of like many bands out there like the Rolling Stones and so on. So check it out. Let me know what you guys think, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. As always, guys, take care and rock on.